We shall protect us from all fools. Take the prize, His death for we will pay. When man was thine, return the strength of peace. Hail to the sacred nation, oh Fatherland, please be our sovereign right. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Sealing of God will cause the privilege. The waving storm of which never rains the fleet shall not rest of liberty.
Don Prince Sampe, this goes to my beloved families. May the souls of our beloved father and mother rest in perfect peace. Biafra will be Mama. Always manifest. Easy one day. Sampe. Akwa lele kamna kwao. Akwa lele kamna kwao. IPOB Nibe, Biafra Nibe, Ewu Okunu Sinaba, Ewu Ife Manyo, Amamnanga, Ewo, Amamnanya Miriga, Miriga, Mama Daruana, Amamnanya yes, in the man, Nemarobuya Ubez, Salomi, Memu Pukano, me want the nobi, no la nile, Mama Biafra, Obukisirina. Onwu gejuru manya o afọ mulo dogwo ọkwa na 21st October ka nnuru ka isi na 30th of August ka ị nwụrụ na Germany aka na-ekwu ka a na-ekwu a na-asị ka a na-asị ife m nụkwara ọzọ bụ na papa anyị anwụọla ezi Izrel anwụọla okwu adịghị Igbo mma anwụọla Umudo Royal Majesty anwụọla egwu ukwana egwu ukwana egwu ukwana egwu ukutuwana ezigbo nna ezigbo nna ezigbo nna Sampe amamna anya mmiri ga-akwa anya mmiri ga-akwa mama bịara ụwa ụmụ gị na-ebe ụmụ gị na-akwa papa mama ọ bụ unu siri na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọ na-ebe akwa papa mama ọ bụ unu siri na I can't imagine what you must be feeling right now Maazị I want you to know that we are just a phone call Maazị Kanu Kanu Kinsili na-ebe akwa na mama mwana ewo mama ọ bụ kisiri na Princess Nnenna Kate Kagbalani ọ na-ebe akwa Prince Emmanuel fine boy Kanu ọ na-ebe akwa Princess Chinwe Godwin divine mother ọ na-ebe akwa Maazị Uche Mofo na-ebe akwa ọ bụ unu siri jee Stephen Dezi Kagbalani ọ na-ebe akwa Prophet Yawis Young ọ na-ebe akwa Mrs. Ejezie Mama Biafra ọ na-ebe akwa Nnemaka Chibudo Kanu ọ na-ebe akwa David Kelechi Kanu ọ na-ebe akwa Adaugo Rebeka na-ebe Ugonna Dede na-ebe mama ọka isiri na papa ọka isiri na I am honored and blessed to have known you mama Sampe amamna anya mmiri ga-akwa adịghị mama bịara ụwa mama bịara anya mmiri nne m ugeze mama bịara ụwa na amamna anya mmiri nne m papa bịara Umudo amamna anya mmiri okwu adịghị egwu kutu amamna anya mmiri His Royal Highness Israel Odogwu amamna anya mmiri ije anje ido ịba amamna anya mmiri adịghị ebe papa bịara
say, what can we say? We respect our dead. We honor the dead, believe me. Believe me. The king and the queen has moved on, but we are still here. We will make sure that everything they represent, everything they believed in, everything they fought for, everything they bled for, we will preserve them. We will guide them jealously. We will make every one of them that have died because of Biafra to understand that their sacrifice can never be in vain. And of course, Nigerians have the habit of killing the parents of those who oppose them. The case of our leader is not something new. Ken Saro-Wiwa practically have to give up himself because of the love he has for his parents. Nigerian government threatened Ken Saro-Wiwa that if he failed to show up himself, they will kill his mother and his father. Ken Saro-Wiwa thought he's a friend of a Fulani because Abacha was his best friend. Most of the property stolen by Abacha in Rivers State were some of the handwork of Ken Saro-Wiwa. Abacha was the military dictatorship in charge of Rivers State between 1967 and 1970 during the war. Abacha, as a result of that, have undue influence on Rivers State. He stole everything stoleable, took everything takeable, and somehow along the line, when he threatened Ken Saro-Wiwa to kill his parents, Ken Saro-Wiwa gave up. Today, I see people who are so hopeless telling me they are Ogunitarian and they are in support of one Nigeria, and they can't tell me where Ken Saro-Wiwa is buried. The same people who killed Ken Saro-Wiwa unjustly, British government is aware. Everybody fooled their hand. We can talk about the mistakes of Ken Saro-Wiwa, but we cannot forget that he was killed unjustly. They poured acid on his body to make sure no Oguni man will know where he is buried, to make sure that even his DNA cannot be traced. If you are Ken Saro-Wiwa's son and you are listening to me, forget about those people, no part of those Oguni people who are living in affluence because of the sacrifice of your father. There are reasons why we are here. Understand, Ken Saro-Wiwa's death, even though he may be an idiot, will never be in vain. In Nigeria made that possible. Are we going to talk about Fela? Fela's mother was killed by his own brother Obasanjo. When people tell you, Igbo don't love themselves. No, it's Yoruba that love themselves. At least that kind of abomination has never happened in Biafra land. Only in few occasions. Obasanjo is an Ogun State man. Fela is from Ogun State man. Because of the undue influence of one Nigeria, Obasanjo made sure that Fela's mother was killed. Yoruba love themselves. It's all right like that. Okay, so this is not the first time when they pushed our leaders' parents to their grave, untimely death. This was to be expected, but we are happy that we have made a stand. If we must die because of this struggle, I say if we must die, we will choose how we will die. And be rest assured, we were born free, we have lived free. It's our intention to die as free man. We will tell you how we will die. Don't worry. Of course, I will say this is Radio Biafra Extra for the avoidance of doubts. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. Radio Biafra Extra, we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is Mazu Chuka from F4. The man who don't have time to talk. He believes in action more than words. He simply say, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Mazu Chuka from F4 is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. Anambra State is Biafra land. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Njoku Kano, the king of Afali Beku, the one we are still in the mood of mourning. The mother and the father died at the same time because Nigerians killed them. Mazen Njoku Kano remained the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of Biafran people. That is just a way to tell you he's our leader. Because everything he represents is simple freedom for the Yoruba, freedom for the Hausa Fulani, freedom for the saboteurs in Biafra land, freedom for every one of us is what it preaches. Every Biafran who is alive today understand that our leader to tell us to pardon the Yoruba people shows the kind of man that he is. Because if not, that order of our leader, we will make sure there is no Yoruba man standing on this earth before we kill Hausa or Fulani. Because this war, we will fight it. But to tell you, Mazen and Kano actually want the peace of everybody. Because everything you people have done to us and you want us to keep quiet is unacceptable. So the earlier you people embrace this opportunity and repent, the better. That is why when Nigerians are importing mercenaries to come and kill us, we are just watching all of you. You had the privilege to shoot gun and bomb our land for 3 years. And then you people were doing party in Yoruba land and Hausa Fulani land. It's not going to be that way this time, I must assure you. Mazen and Kano remain the only man who stood up and speak up and say this is evil and it must be addressed as such. He paid a great price for it. He still keep paying. I understand what it means. I understand what it means. In my little state, I know what I go through. And I can only imagine what he goes through. I don't have access to my family for your information. And then I can imagine what he does. But notwithstanding, he speak up for all of us. He had all it takes to be comfortable and live like every other idiot who think they are big man in Nigeria. Because they are all poor, very poor and miserable and wretched people. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. And of course, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. And Delta State is Biafra land. We cannot proceed without acknowledging the Creator, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For he is the lifting up of our head, our hope and stay. He is the guide, the one that guides us in every matter, both great and small. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I will assure you he remains the primordial influence that drives us. In the end, we can only say to him, thank you. What exactly do we have to give to him that he is not the one who has given them to us? And so this morning, in my own little way, I will say to him, praise be the Lord, who is worthy of our praise. In the city of our God, in the mountain of his holiness, his beautiful for situation is the joy of the whole world. Lord, we return unto you the song you gave to us. You are the song that we sing. Lord, we return unto you the song you gave to us. You are the song that we sing. I say, praise be the Lord, who is worthy of our praise. In the city of our God, in the mountain of his holiness, his beautiful for situation is the joy of the whole world. Lord, we return unto you the song you gave to us. You are the song that we sing. Lord, we return unto you the song you gave to us. You are the song that we sing. O Chineke anyị dị mma o, Chineke anyị dị mma, etu ọwụla idowe ihe ya, Chineke anyị mara mma o, onye anyị na-efe mara mma o, n'ụtụtụ n'ehihie n'abalị n'efifie o, onye anyị na-efe mara mma o, ya ha anyị ji aja ya mma o, maka n'eziokwu n'ọbụ sọ mma ịhụnanya ya na gị obiọma ya o juru anya dadi o, inweghị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega, ụmụ niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. Ise You see? And having said that, make no mistake about it. Don't let anybody deceive you at any point in time, making you to think we are a political party, making you to believe that we are terrorists, making you to believe we are not. No. Our mission statement is clear. Radio Biafra, I must tell you, is in defense of the freedom and the right of the indigenous people of Biafra. It is simple. We want freedom for Biafran nation. As simple as that. We want Nigeria to be totally dismembered. We want Nigeria obliterated from the face of the planet Earth. Because Nigeria is the greatest abominable entity ever known to man. If this was the days of the Bible, I can assure you that Sodom and Gomorrah fate would have been better of that of Nigeria. Nigeria must be burnt and buried. That is the meaning of Sodom and Gomorrah, burnt and buried. Nigeria must be burnt and must be buried. It will happen and you will see it. Once again this morning, we will go to our topic, which is simply titled, 5 Reasons the World is Slow in Intervening on the Issue of Biafra. I just want us to look at 5 reasons why it looks as if the world is slow to intervene in the issue of Nigeria. There are so many. Many powerful nations of the world will not intervene because they are part of the people feeding from our misery. But those are not the side I'm looking at. There are many countries you see today, you think they are giant of the world. Without the money they are stealing from Biafra land, they will borrow money from World Bank in 1 week. That is not the area we are looking at. Of course, they are businessmen. They can always strategize to do business and make profit. After all, that is why we call it business. We're not going to look at a single fact that some people want war. They need to test their weapon. When these things start now, you will know there are a lot of countries that love us that are not saying anything. They will come and bargain. Biafrans, we will supply you weapon, and then after the war, we will control the oil or whatever of his interest to them. We control it like 1 million years. It's business, you know, like I said. There are many reasons. When you look at the issue of Biafra, many people don't want to get involved. Because on that day, you arrest late Buhari, you arrest Obasanjo, you arrest Tiwa Danjuma, you arrest every war criminal still alive today. I can assure you that before that international criminal court, they will accuse many countries of the world. And you know, they can't just accept it. No, you can imagine now somebody like Obasanjo, when they come out and threaten the world, you think these people are human beings. They are compound fools, idiots. They know why they're doing what they are doing. Because they are going to say, after all, did America not ask me to do this? After all, was it not Britain that asked me to do this? After all, was it not German that helped us to do this? After all, did Russia not do that? And they don't want you to know all these things, but we know already it really doesn't matter. We've passed that stage. There are many reasons I must tell you, but I want us to consider only 5. Only 5. You are not even thinking. Let me remind you, Biafra must come. I say, let me remind you, Biafra must come. Because some of you say, what is international community saying? What is the global community saying? What is the UN and CNN and BBC saying? They will speak. They will speak. Biafra must come. Because the reason you see Nigerians still thriving is because they have been exhibiting and demonstrating their stupidity all this while. Nobody have responded to them. If you think it's going to continue like this, and then you are hallucinating, make no mistake about it. But of course, we are peaceful people. Our leader believe that we push this restoration effort or quest through the preamble of law. And we have been peaceful to this very moment. We have had reason to unleash mayhem on Nigeria since 2014 till today. But we choose to be on the right-hand side of the law. But we will take up the law by ourselves when the time comes, because we have time frame. We are just more mortal. There is a limit to our life, and we want to make sure that this our very life we will get Biafra. So somewhere along the line you think we are not coming, we are coming. But let's go to our main focus this evening. I do not know if it's wisdom or if it's foolishness, but I can assure you that the world think we are stupid. A lot of things that are happening in Nigeria, I really cannot come out and tell you that the Nigerian phenomenon is a wisdom or is stupidness. But the world think we are stupid because of some of the factors we are going to look into. Considering the level of atrocity that is being perpetuated in the Nigerian state, and every Nigeria is still keeping quiet. Nigeria is an amusement park. If Americans keep quiet today, it's because they don't understand all of you. Nigeria is an amusement park. I am telling you now, with the level of hardship in Nigeria, with the level of suffering in Nigeria, with the height of terrorism, with the height of abuse of power, openly coming against the rules of democracy, Nigerians, I don't know. You are amazing, I must tell you. Amazing idiots. Why did I say so? I'm perplexed myself. You will see a church, they will go and kill the whole Christian, and then you still see these people who are supposed to be on the road protesting against the jihadist invasion of the church. But you will see them, their pastor will tell them, the Lord told me that he protected you, that is why Fulani herdsmen did not kill you. I prophesy and I decree, it shall not be your portion. This idiot will say, amen, amen. Of course, Yoruba is in charge of that ministry. Oh Lord my God, oh Lord my God, my head cannot for this year. My head cannot for this year. Boko Haram cannot. But you are amazing. It looks as if those can-head leader that was killed actually wanted to be killed. You are amazing. You are supposed to register your displeasure and say, this cannot happen. There should be freedom of religion. And when you finish praying all this prayer, the next thing your man of God tell you is in this, hallelujah, the Lord wants you to sow a seed. Sow seed for your family. Nobody will die untimely death. Boko Haram shall not see you. Amen, amen, amen. They will come for all of you. We understand that they are ready to attack the church. And some people say it's on 28th of this month. But whether 28 or 25, we are ready for them. You are amazing. The world cannot come out and fight for even Christians in Nigeria. Because do you know that if you kill a redeemed man now, Deeper Life will be happy and say, thank God, oh, it's not Deeper Life member. This is how bad it can be. We don't lie here. We are telling you the truth. Do you know if you kill Deeper Life now, Jehovah Witness man will be happy? Thank God, oh, they are the multitudes. They are going to hellfire. Do you know that when you kill a Jehovah Witness man, the Catholic Pope will say, thank God, oh, it's not our denomination. But do you still know that a man can have 10 sons? One is a Pentecostal, the other one is Orthodox, the other one is Celestia, the other one is Sacrophia and Sacrafe. Do you know that? They are all Christian. They all read the same Bible. And that is why the foundation of the church, the gate of hell cannot prevail against it. But all the idiots who are standing at the gate of the church, all of you will fall. We will tell you 90% of all your pastors in Nigeria are criminal, even around the world. You think it's an attack against pastor. I am a pastor. We just want you to wake up and face reality. We don't hear about too much miracle again. Go to China. China need your miracle. They need help. Carry the Holy Ghost anointing to China. Coronavirus, Toyota virus, it need to be cured. Go there now. But you don't have sense. They are still healing you. No, TB Joshua is still healing all of you in the ara. Okay, it's the problem of Macedonia. So God don't want to visit Macedonia. All of you stop deceiving yourself. We believe in the Almighty Creator. Because only fool in their hearts say there is no God. What am I trying to say in effect? When America want to rise up and fight for Christians, only for them to come back and see some idiot in Aso Rock praying for God to come and fight Boko Haram. But they are using the AK-47 to fight IPOB. What do you think America will do? You are amazing, I must tell you. America rose up under the leadership of a good man known as Donald Trump. A very good man. You have few sincere people on earth. I can tell you Donald Trump is one of them. It doesn't matter what he will do tomorrow. But for the one he has done, he played the role the Almighty Creator wants us to pray. We Israel has suffered what we suffered, but certain men make sure that the respect of Israel is restored. Everybody has been saying Jerusalem will be capital of Israel. But Jerusalem have been the capital of Israel even before they were Palestinian, Afghanistanian, and every other Tinian. Somebody wiped them out of there. Who is this person? Donald Trump have done pretty well, I must tell you. He didn't pray for al-Baghdadi to die. In fact, one dog was trained to kill another idiot there. We died for it. And is it the same person you are coming to tell you to fight Boko Haram? So they laugh at you. Well, American, come and help us fight insurgency. American don't go with fight insurgency with prayer. So when Donald Trump came to save you Northerners who are being killed by Fulani herdsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram, when they come, you are amazing. All the pastors from Biafra land and Yoruba land, they are in Aso Rock. I can tell you, if I'm to be the American agent sent down to Abuja to help Nigeria fight insurgency, and then I see men with garments looking like masquerade, and I say, what are you doing? They say they are fighting Boko Haram. It's amazing. In fact, I will sit down and be laughing and be watching all of you. You don't fight terrorists with prayer. It has never happened before. Our brother said something. Do you know that in the invent of Islam, they wanted to wipe out the Christian? Muhammad laid a very strong campaign against Christianity. And then there was nothing like Pentecostal or Orthodox. They were all Catholics. Muhammad, your holy prophet, laid a very strong campaign against Jerusalem, against the Christian, against Rome. And the Reverend Father were busy speaking Latin. Benedictions to us in Saikula. Oh Lord, when they saw sword coming to them, they formed Crusader. They formed Crusader. Go and look at the church history. Crusaders were not holy men of God. They were not St. Peter and St. Paul. Crusaders were renowned armed robbers, renowned terrorists, renowned violent people. They gave them sword. They used sword to defend the church. Leave all those nonsense they are telling you. Crusaders were radical army for Jesus Christ. In those days when we go to church, we used to sing, oh, radical for Jesus, oh, radical for Jesus. Not in Nigeria, because what you have is idiot, Indomie baby everywhere. Crusaders were the real radical for Jesus. They drew their sword and they chased these demons out of their land. That is why you have Christianity today. They didn't defend Christianity to this extent with Arabas, KKK, Masandaraba, and buying private jet. All of you are idiots. You are amazing. That is why they are not saying anything. But these people still think Nigerians are fool. Nigerian leaders think Nigerians are fool. Every day they are borrowing money from across the globe. We want to fight insurgency. We want to fight insurgency. They finish fighting insurgency, and then one idiot who says he's brutal. It was very easy for him to lead a bunch of idiots to Afali Beku, kill the king and the queen, chased our leader out of his house, killed so many of our people. And I remind you, Jack, the dog of our leader, was slain. The same person is going to tell you, yeah, the issue of insurgency, we have to be praying. Only God can fight Boko Haram. Who the idiot are they? Boko Haram, you are in Biafra land. We are waiting for you. The reason all of you are jumping up and down is that you have not seen Biafra Haram. The rest assured you shall see it. We're watching the world. We are the spectators in this matter. We are watching all of you exhibit your stupidity. And so when the world sees some of these things, they know that the level of the stupidity of Nigeria is unquantumable. Nigerians are the only people who are suffering and smiling. As you are shouting now, many people have not eaten since this week. Believe me. Many retired soldiers have not eaten. Their children have abandoned them. I have a friend, his father is a retired colonel. Can I begin to tell you about Colonel Ushiade? These are our people, Colonel Onwaje. How many will I tell you? Most of these people, their children abandon them because when they retired as a colonel or brigadier of lieutenant colonel or any rubbish rank you give to them, they can't even take care of their children. They died in abject poverty. And then you are still there now with AK-47 protecting the same idiot who has made more misery out of people who are better than you. And when Americans come, they look at you, you are suffering. They will now interview you and say, yes, are you a Nigerian? Of course, you are idiot. You say, yes, I'm in Nigeria. They say, how do you see Nigeria? This is how Nigerian person will respond. Well, we have to thank God. It's not easy, but God is helping us. We are doing well. We are moving forward. Is that not amazing? I'm telling you, if the world have to come together and say, let's look into the issue of Nigeria, with the level of poverty and suffering here, they will come here and go back without helping anybody. Because Nigeria is truly amazing. These are some of the reasons they are not intervening. Because by the time they come, they go to Yoruba land and interview Yoruba youth. How do you see Nigeria? The Yoruba youth is going to say, well, we can't complain. We can't complain. God is faithful. God is faithful. God is faithful. Go for this. That is what Yoruba is going to tell you. But these people are suffering. You go to our Savulani, they are going to say, Allah Akubara, Allah Akubara, Allah Akubara. You come to Biafra land, that is the way you see the worst, the most miserable, suffering people. You just ask a Biafra man. The first thing, let's assume Americans send somebody to come and ask a Biafra man, how are you doing? The first thing the Biafra man will answer is, God is faithful, of course. He said we will not beg bread and we will not eat the bread of sorrow. The Lord has spoken it. So even though I have not eaten since 1 month, I will not beg bread. Do you know that those American people, if they don't see light one day, they will hit the street? If Americans take light now, 1 hour unnecessarily, people will hit the street. But here are there justifying the baboons in power. Hey, how can you protest? How can you protest? That is one of the reasons why nobody is intervening. Because when they come now, they say, but you are the one complaining that people are suffering. Are they not the people who are thanking God? Who they hungry, they thank God? You are amazing, I must tell you. How are you seeing Nigeria shows a sign of hopelessness? No matter the atrocity committed by the Nigerian state, the world is not forced to move into any action because of 5 reasons I want us to listen to. There are many reasons. I can be going on and on. I have not even mentioned the reason. No matter what happened in Nigeria. I remember when they said they were going to kill Ken Saro-Wiwa. Ken Saro-Wiwa's son ran to London. As his plane was landing in London, his father was being executed. Queen of England, no. David Cameron, no. Theresa May, no. Ruler Lady Dan is aware. Margaret Thatcher is aware. Peter Biwota is aware. All other idiot terrorist organizers were all aware. They didn't do anything. And as the guy is coming down in London, and then they say, oh, we are sorry, you came late. They just executed your father. Ken Saro-Wiwa's son is still listening to what I'm saying now. He knows it's the truth. They couldn't help him. Then they now buy one mulwe, paint it yellow, golden color, and say, this is a Ken Saro-Wiwa mulwe in London. You are idiots. And they have been deceiving the whole of Ogoni with Ogoni cleanups ever since then. And you are still having faith in Ogoni cleanup. Our Ogoni, our Ogoni. We see stupid idiots, we tell them. And then some hopeless animal like Magnus Abbey want to become political relevant. All of you will use your hand to fool yourself. We're coming for all of you. You will say Biafra no go come. We're coming for all of you. It's a gradual process. But I want you, for those of you who are asking, what is America saying? What is London saying? What is this one saying? They will not say anything because Nigerians are amazing. Number one, if they come, the reason why they will not they are not saying anything is that if they now decide to go to Yoruba land now and ask the Yoruba, how did you see Nigeria? The ordinary Yoruba man will begin to think of the Aoye well in Bayelsa. They are you well in River State, they are you well in Delta State. They begin to think about their 10%. They think that that money you are giving them as start and offering will not come again if Biafra divide, if Nigeria divide. And rightfully so. Let them fight to be collecting that tithe and offering from you. And we will fight to save you. Because you don't have sense. Because you think all those tithe and offering you are giving to Yoruba pastor will take you to heaven. You will burn in hell. Bring that tithe and offering to IPOB. So that you know that money make iron flow. So that you know that money make iron to fly in the air. When some idiot tell you that money is the root of all evil, that is what the Bible says. Remind those fools that the Bible says money is a defense. Money is a defense, and money answereth all things. Go and read your Bible. But you are programmed to think very hopelessly. That is why many Christians are poor, and your leaders are buying private jets. Because the chapter of the Bible you read told you that money is the root of all evil. But the one they are reading tells you money is a defense. Go to your Bible and look at it. It's not, you don't even need to search it. Go and ask your Google. This chapter of the Bible talks about money is a defense. It will show you money answereth all things. Money is a defense. Money is a defense. Imagine we have money and lobbying every idiot for our rights. By now, you will see people who will mount up campaign for us. Imagine if we have money to speak through the Voice of America. Imagine if we have money to speak through every media, go to space and speak to the world. Imagine if we have transmitter in every community in Biafra land. By now, Nigeria would have raptured because the people will know the truth. That these people are using our heads to pato makasa. But they are telling you, oh no, money is the root of all evil. Who told you? Why are they in our land? Money. Money. The Yoruba, I tell you, we say no, Nigeria is okay. It's just a little adjustment on the structural foundation, and we will be fine. Because Yoruba think they can never be useful in their life without the resources they are stealing from our land. But come to think about it, the 8 Yoruba states put together is bigger than Benin Republic. The Yoruba state in Nigeria put together is bigger than Benin Republic. The Yoruba have gold. The Yoruba have cuckoo. The Yoruba somehow are a bit hardworking people. Let's assume the Yoruba have port, seaport, which makes them almost 50 times richer than Benin Republic. I don't think Benin Republic are complaining. I don't think they have any issue. Benin Republic is even helping Nigeria. Because without their own seaport, those of you who are important know what I'm saying. Because if you manage to clear your container in Tinkan Island, within a distance of 1 kilometer from Apapa Wharf to Tinkan Mile 2, your trailer can stay 3 weeks on the road there, a distance of less than 1 kilometer. Because the roads are bad. They don't want to repair it. Sometimes you have to use crane, forklift to move out your container to Mile 2 or to Wharf, and then you can begin to go. And so most of you will prefer to go to Benin Republic. But Yorubas don't see this. They say how they want Nigeria is about the oil. Why wouldn't some idiots think we are doing this because of oil? Yoruba will be greater without one Nigeria. Believe me, there are things they can do. With the ability of Yoruba to work for Facebook and frustrate us on social media, these people can be guru. They can be master when it comes to cyber arm robbers. They can be masters. Americans can be hiring them to hack any hackable. That is why when FBI of America is telling you, I catch Yahoo, they don't know who Yahoo is, or they are the Yahoo. Yorubas are gifted, I must tell you this. They can make more money. Do you know if you catch a special arm robber of America, he becomes a hero? When they catch you as a Yahoo boy in China, they treat you with respect. You see somebody was caught hacking a bank account. They now arrange them. The same way Nigeria arrange Boko Haram. Give them wine, coffee. They ask them, what do you want? Ice cream, coffee? You say ice cream. They say, is it vanilla or strawberry? This is a criminal. That is how Fulani treated their own Boko Haram. But me now, if they catch me, batting way, then go hit me, only God know. But I'm waiting for all of you. The day you see me is the day all of you will die. Except you respect yourself. We are ready for you. But Yoruba can be better. So with that kind of mindset, who will come and help you? Onyibe, who send you? That is what they will ask you. If you they decide now, number 2 reason now is that if they decide now and go to Hausa land and tell Hausa, how do you see the station of Nigeria? Hausa, 90% of Hausa youth are Bambiala. They are Bambiala. Fulani have finished them. But there is this falsehood there that they can, at least if you can't beat them, you'll join them. And now somehow we say, oh, Nigeria is good, it's good. We love Nigeria. They say, but Boko Haram is killing. He said they are killing, but not plenty. Because these people have the belief that, oh, in Nigeria, that is how they can only survive. But what does Chad have? Chad Republic, what do they have? If Chad can survive, do you know how many mineral resources can be found in the north? It is amazing. There is no type of mineral resources that is not in the north outside crude oil. So many, if I begin to call them, I can bite my tongue. So many. Silver, gold, some of them you don't even know. They are not discovered them yet. That their land you think is desert or that cannot grow crop very well or whatever you think. If you know what is hidden there. Do you know that there are some areas in the north, if you pack their sand, you can use it to do bomb? I don't know what they call all those things anyway. There are areas in Nigeria, if you pack their sand, you just add 1 or 2 chemicals, become bomb. That is why we are telling them, we will come to Sokoto. That's what you people are looking for. You don't know the research you are running on all of you. There are some sand in the north. If you are listening to me, hear me very well. Go and begin to research it. So where yeah, Boko Haram is taking over. There are some areas of north. There are sand. If you pack it and put it inside a container, just add 1 or 2 concussion. It becomes bomb, explosive. So when you hear Chinese people coming to pack sand in any African country, you think it's ordinary sand? You will see Chinese people in many countries in Africa. They were coming to pack your sand. You think it's ordinary sand? Or you think we are daft? We don't know what you are doing. When you hear iPhone, iPad. Do you know that some of the things they used to do on this iPhone and iPad is from sand? And that sand is in the north. But these people are so daft. They are so idiot. They think that killing us and taking over our land will make them great. I tell you, they cannot see how great and mighty the Zamfara Empire can be if it being restored. They had an empire. They had a nation their ancestors can be proud of. It is called the Zamfara. And so when you see our someone dying in misery, in hopelessness, and you come to save us from Nigeria, because Nigeria is actually killing all of us, and then there was someone who has felt, oh, he's going to be, Bayasa belong to Jigawa, they will go. That is why they are not saying. In my place, they will simply say, that is how that journey ends. But I tell you, if they even come to Biafra land today, to say Biafrans, this issue of Nigeria, how do you see it? I can tell you that our politician will mobilize mob. They will go to the airport and they will dress fine. That is why Asaba was massacred. We don't shy away from the truth. Everybody has fenced their community up. Asaba people thought they can actually associate and assimilate. Or maybe they thought the war is over. They went to dress Ekwadonane, Akweti. Now, itimpu, anyincha abu no funne, anyincha abu no funne, makananya abu no fuobo. Ketu you know nya usasibu funne. Today, the pain has not left our heart. The same way for American come to Biafra land now, I can tell you all your politicians are going to tell America, don't mind IPOB. They are false rumor. They are propagandists. They are jagajandists. There is no grammar you will not speak. That is when you know all this their grammar make me go sick. The moment you begin to speak grammar, I know you are a 419. Now we stand and tell you, according to the precepts of jurisdiction of the bylaw and the constitution of amalgamation of democratic society, you have to enumerate the policies of the all the grammar no make any sense. And you are saying, the guy is intelligent, he's a learned, he's an idiot. And then they will bring another baboon. He will now begin to tell you, well, I am a PhD Harvard University in China, and I went to China University in America. I was actually the first biochemistry of the South African and Taramo. When they finish calling their rank, you that come to solve their problem didn't even go to school. You lose hope and go back. That is the third reason why they are not saying anything. We are here suffering and we are hungry. Do you know that the governor of Anambra State went to America this past December and was sharing food for Americans? Most of you don't know. I was shocked when Mazimefo said something. So I said, this man knows this. This Christmas we just passed, Willie Obiano went to America to share food for Americans' children. Anambra people may not hear me. And some of our IPOB members in America follow them. If I talk now, they say, no, he's attacking us, thunder will fire all of you. Are you telling me you did not see Willie Obiano come to share food for American children? And you want that American to look into our matter when one of our governors is feeding their children? And now you know. That is why we must cleanse our land. As we are still saying, the same Willie Obiano went to Rome and they made him a knight. When I saw it, I couldn't say it because I thought my photographic memory was misfunctioning. You know, when we see something, we cramp it with our photographic memory. I thought my own photographic memory was misfunctioning. And so when Mazime first said, I said, so this thing is true. Pope was honoring him. Saint Knight Templar of Undioshin and Diama. He's a saint. Saint Willie Obiano. And then they say, is this not the man selling the kidney and liver of his people? 500,000 or is it 5,000? But he's a saint. He's a saint. Another one, Pope or Cardinal will be there. He's a saint. There we go. So you see 3 reasons why they are not even giving us mouth. Number 4. They see strong youth with vision, yet without future. They just don't understand it. They see Nigerian youth, very strong youth, agile. They have vision, but they don't have future. They don't understand. How can you be strong? How can you have future? How can you have vision? How can you be educated? How can you be the best of the breed of Homo sapien on earth here? And after all your PhD and LLB and QQQ, you are riding Okada. You are not even happy they abandoned Okada and this thing. So all of us can become Boko Haram. Are you not happy? When I hear they say, oh, we ban Okada, we ban tricycle, we ban, I'm very happy because this will enable all of them carry gun. But you don't know. And then when I tell you, you say, do you know my qualification? What is your qualification? Those who went to school in Africa have proven to be the biggest idiot Africa has ever known. Everybody who tells you they are graduate and intellectual in Africa by the virtue of the degree they have acquired in any university across the globe happens to become the greatest idiot that has walked on the soil of Africa. Maybe today we begin to see monkey on top of tree now. Is it a new thing to see monkey with banana? You see, gone are those days, you say, yes, I am professor, I am Maguno Toshia, you are idiot. Because all you are professing, where did they lead us to? Africa is going backward more than ever. And so the world don't understand how young people like me, with the vision, with the power of intellectual, with everything at their disposal, will choose to die in the Mediterranean Sea or in the Atlantic Ocean just to enter Europe when we are supposed to march down to Asu Rock and destroy Asu Rock and free ourselves once and for all. You wake up, you say, well, man must make you enter Libya. Why wouldn't they use you to do Suya in Libya? The way they see, they say this guy is a mugu. According to Asari, go say you are a mugu. You say you get sense. You are a mugu. At least Asari is doing well on that side. Those of you who watch comedy online, you know he's always there telling you are a mugu. You say you get sense. He's talking to you. That is why we are telling you stop joining Curtis, sponsored by oil company, share most especially. Come and join IPOB. We need all of you, both idiots, both hopeless people, everybody. Did you not read the Bible? David, all that were idiots, all that were hopeless, all that were Boko Haram, all that were man of God, all that were all in Israel, they followed David into the wilderness. They prepared, and when they came back, they took over their life. This is a clarion call. All of you Biafran that are idiot, you are a Kurdish, you are animal. All of you, the sheep is big enough to contain us. You don't understand what we are doing, but you will understand very soon. Our message is clear. We don't hide anything. And then tomorrow you will say, why did you do this? And we will tell you, but we told you we were going to do it. I don't know how to appreciate this God. Number 5, and the last of it, is that they are still confused. The world is still confused. Why a nation could be this rich, yet live in abject poverty? The world is still confused. The amount of oil they lift from Nigeria every month, stealing directly or indirectly, is amazing. They are confused. Nigeria will tell you we cannot import rice. It is affecting our economy, but they are importing car. They are importing car. And in the morning, you will come out and say, yes, it's a welcome development. Let us not import rice again so that those rice farmers in Abakaliki and other Nigerians can move forward. But what if we stop importing private jet and car so that all these local panabitas can chop? Did your brain not make you reason like that? When we hear about people like Harrison Ford, Thomas Edison, among others, you think they have 3 heads? We have tried to research Harrison Ford. I have tried to research the work of Thomas Edison, Nikola Tesla, among others. I tell you, there is nothing unique about them. If I have the atmosphere they operate on, you have no idea what we can do. I have studied all of them. Today, America is who he is because of the work of ordinary one common man. They call him Harrison Ford. Do you know he practically built almost all the equipment or what would I say, ammunition American used to fight, is it First World War or Second World War? This small boy built everything. He's a panebita. Don't let anybody deceive you. You know, they are going to, he's an engineer, professor. Harrison Ford is just a panebita. He built tanker. He built aeroplane. He built truck. American does not need to import or do anything to fight anybody. And so these people know. The Biafra land have people bigger than this. Did Ojukwu not tell you? Ojukwu and his men were isolated from the rest of the world. They made Radio Biafra. They could communicate to the world. The world could hear them as they are hearing us today. They built aeroplane without any Western engineer or scientist there. They fly the aeroplane. Are you not aware they built rockets? They were able to direct it to where they want it to be. Did you not know that the refinery you call fire, they were able to drill oil and refine oil here without going to Brazil, China, or America, or Russia? You think we are this dumb? You think we are here for oil? You think if Biafra is alive today, there will be coronavirus? If we give coronavirus, pepper, it will disappear. But of course, while you hold Biafra, then many people will suffer. But having said that, I will stop here. But these 5 reasons is enough for you to begin to reason in that direction. Where you have privilege to tell the world what is going on. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Because they call you a gentleman does not mean you are a gentleman. Because you are a graduate does not mean you have sense. Tell them what you are going through so the doctors will know the kind of drug to prescribe for you so you can be well again. And so if you think that the international community did not see this atrocity going on in Nigeria, then you have to think again. Today, if we start doing the right thing, if we start thinking in the right direction, be rest assured, they will respond. And by the way, don't forget, we are Biafrans. And that is why we are here. I'll be back in a minute.
This one of the stars of Biafra. In Biafra land, we're going to take Saguari away from our back province. Legend Rasta, Baba Chums.
Danny, please on the beat.
I see you, Jenny.
See me, I come from Biafra. See, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth.
I will never be forced left out. I will never run away.
I will never run away.
I will always believe in the word the king and my father told me. Oh, my Biafra is a beautiful place. And it's so good for the people to live. No wonder people they are free. No pressure here to see. If you like me, go follow me, go. I'm gonna show you many things so we like. Just so be inside the Biafra life.
See me, I come from Biafra. See, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth.
course, without wasting much of our time, if you are a Biafran, anywhere you find yourself across the globe, you can't save the next generation. Look for IPOB family closer to you and join. Believe me, you will save the next generation. But in case you're finding it difficult, send us your phone number, your location, and your name on this our WhatsApp line. The nearest coordinator to you will contact you. Do not consider what they say, because they will always say so. We threaten a lot of fraudulent activities going around the world, and do not think these evil men will keep quiet. Of course, they will call us name. Of course, they will condemn our action. Of course, they will not want to identify with us. It is temporarily. It is this moment. In the end, they will hate Biafra. Make no mistake about it. We are not here to conquer anybody. We are not here to undermine the sovereignty of any nation. But we are here to tell you that you are idiot if you are one, and we will not refrain from our words. I tell you the truth. Our lines are open at this moment. Like I said, our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female, 081-288-58614. And as I pick your call, please hit the nail on the head. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. Oh, caller on WhatsApp, just hold on. Just hold on. I beg your pardon. Caller on WhatsApp, still hold on. Yes, can you hear me now? Caller on WhatsApp. Of course, I lost that caller. But having said that, when you call, when you are able to access this line, you hit the nail on the head. We are not going anywhere. We are going home. Are you there, caller, on the line? Monitoring spirit. You hit the nail on the head.
You want us to be saved, which I am among. And I have accepted to be saved. And I must be saved. Oh, when you put the equate, say do the house, when you go to the reggae, when you have to panic again. Imagine how you are trying to save the whole nation. And some people are there attacking nonsense, and they want to pump our land. Dara. Oh, holy, Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Is it not true? It's a thing that not our Savior. He are just there sitting there. They don't even know that we are already dead. You go to church, they are about to preaching to you. Galatians chapter 5 and Galatians chapter 6. Stop all those nonsense people like the TV yourself. If you are not circumcised, you are not worthy to serve that Jesus you are talking about. We are circumcised and I'm circumcised. So I have nothing to do with it. I only serve the most high to put That is why I'm speaking to you now. You don't know what I'm passing through every day. Since 1 o'clock this night, I was only shouting in the dream because what I saw, if it come to pass, our leader said, even if only one man and woman left, that Biafra must be done. And that is true. These people have come. They have come. And all these governors are set on this. They know that you know everything that they know. They have already prepared. Look, nobody, as far as Nigeria is concerned, nobody is in Nigeria. And let me tell you, I was at Yoruba, you better prepare now to go. We are already in our, look, we are here. Tell them not because we are here in Biafra land. We are not going anywhere. We are in our land. Anything they want us to do, anything they want to do here, we are here. And let me want, if we hear any bomb here, go and make it on the bridge. My leader has exposed you over 2 years now. You came to his house. You shoot our parents here. If I forgive you till I grow old, It's what kind of a kid. I was to be best. Then I was in our parents as a kid, and they are still for us, trying to pump. Any moment from now, they will start pumping our land. Let's go and write it on MUS because super clever, and we hardened the heart of it, and that is what is still repeating now. This what did you do to this people? Our land belongs to us. Trump, America, is a thief. Yes, it's a criminal. They are stealing our land here, and you are that criminal number one citizen. I'm respecting you because I love you as a resolute man. All of you cannot be the same. Speak here. Make sure you declare Biafra now. Otherwise, you are going to run from that. You have no two heads. Okay, let me ask you a question. Can you show me a picture of a stand? Stand. This second man, second.
Thank you very much.
Can you show me a stand? S-O-U, anything. Can you? Do you know how many dwelling places at the bottom of the sea? That is stabilize the earth. Do you know? That is why all powerful. Declare Biafra and prepare. Before you go to Cameroon and God, we will never leave you. You say you conquer our people, their ancestors. Imagine prepare. Biafra selected. Any bomb we hear and Biafra land from today, mark it on the wall. From now to 16th of March, go and write it on the wall. From now to 16th of March, which is the again. If you hear any bomb here to breathe, you will have nowhere to hide. We must
thank you very much.
The massacre at the killing of our people, and he's there hiding. Biafra, you will use their eye and see how this one is going to do us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have told you I do not have enough time this morning, and if I say thank you very much, you call to the call. When I pick your call, hit the nail on the head and let other callers come in. And as for you, Danny Daniels, you asked me a question on Facebook and say, Maze, must you always insult? I will not insult you, Danny Daniels, because I see a sincere man asking a sincere question. There is nothing wrong in your question. But you should understand, it is like asking, must Fulani herdsmen kill our women? Must Fulani herdsmen rape to take our land? Must we be tortured and killed in our land because we are Biafran? Maze, Danny Daniels, these are the questions you should be asking. Must Fulani herdsmen kill? We know your problem. We have told you. We are talking. You say we are talking. Very soon we will start shooting. We will see what you will talk. You always insult, but God will punish all of you. Because you are very comfortable with people who are killing us, raping our women. It's not consigned to you. You are there listening to our grammar or how we are insulting people. Have you seen us come here to insult Abaribe? I wish that man was my father, because he's doing the right thing. And then when you are an idiot, you want me to say that my father is an idiot? I will disfather him. So when you come on Radio Biafra, use your head. Forget about your coat. If you don't have sense, you don't have sense. Don't you know Michael Jackson Monkey used to wear coats? If we come here, we start calling him Nyanwodo, that is an idiot. Rightfully, is an idiot. Do you think we hate him? Believe me, I say for Nyanwodo, but he's an idiot as far as he's playing that role. And then you see another man, you call him Abaribe. Have you seen anybody curse him? Who dare insult a man like that? These people see the truth and they call the truth the truth. But when you are an idiot, it becomes a crime for you to tell us how to talk. Do you want God to punish you this morning? That place you are living now, I'm sure you are not in Nigeria. Is it not people who bled for that country? You think America fall from heaven? It takes about 7 families to restore Israel back to the map. You think the Rockefeller's family were sleeping and drinking wine like most of you are doing across the globe? People bled to build Germany. No matter what you talk about them today, they bled, they risk life itself. They challenge death, look at death and horror in the face, and challenge it. You are very hopeless living in China and Japan, anywhere in the world you want me to respect you. God will punish you. You think we cannot run away from you? My see insult, gentlemen, thunder will fire all of you. We know when we tell you that thunder and God will punish you, he hits you. And that is why we continue giving it to you until you become doing the right thing, and then we praise you. You think we will be here telling Mazen and the Kanu, holy, holy? Did he give us money? Is he feeding us? But he's a holy man. He's a holy man. If you do the right thing, you will be accepted. If you are an idiot, you are an idiot. We will not apologize about this Biafran phenomenon of a thing. I hope you get my message clear, Danny Daniels. And if there is any other idiot who is yapping there, I will come to your message and I will respond to you. Ndiara, you are not concerned that the dead man is ruling Nigeria. Must dead man always rule Nigeria? Yaradua died in office. Is that not a concern to you? Must dead man always rule Nigeria? You are there very hopelessly. Nigeria is going to do Ministry of Terrorism. So what are we going to say? Do we praise evil people? Why did the American president not begin to praise al-Baghdadi? Donald Trump would have called al-Baghdadi on phone and say, al-Baghdadi, daddy, you are a gentleman. Please stop killing people. When they are idiots, you treat them like idiots. All of you get out of this place. Ndiara. Ndiara. Hey, he's a gentleman. I know be gentleman. Nonsense. When I pick your call, please hit the nail on the head and step aside. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
Yeah, please. Yes, I just want to remain anonymous. I would like to call you after the program. That is something I want to confirm from you. I live here in United Arab Emirates.
You just send me a message on this line. Send me a message on this line. I will follow you up from there. But your number is Nigerian number anyway. Send me a message. I will follow you up after the program. Thank you.
Okay.
We must continue. People must get to the stage where we focus on the problem, the things that are aching us, instead of what is aching our enemy. I see you as one. Are you there, caller on the line?
Yeah, good morning, man.
Yes, you have 2 minutes. Hit the nail on the head.
May Chuko Kikadama bless you. My message this morning is, any man, any woman who is seeing the message of our leader, Mazen Nandopukan, since how many years now he has been sending the message, and all the message have come to pass. We are still blind, thinking for another thing before you will know that what he's saying is reality. We are seeing people are killing an innocent Biafrans. We are keeping quiet. But when our man says, they cannot make a comment, that's when you will know that you have something to say. Tuko Kikabiama will punish that person. God will punish that person. And to any man who stands against the restoration of Biafra will die. He will not see Biafra restored. May Tuko Kikabiama bless you and continue your good work in the mighty name of Yahweh.
Thank you very much. We are not in a hurry.
I thank you. Radio Biafra is on in the channel.
God is faithful. And of course, Sister Bridget on Facebook. Bridget IG or so. You are a true daughter of your father and your mother. They are true Biafra. Because we don't paint words here. Honestly, if we want to sing the praise of anybody, some of them will even do what they don't want to do. And then we will not be getting what we deserve. They will be doing us favor. We don't want anybody to do us favor. We want you to leave us alone. And I know they get them. Man, I see always in so thunder will fire all of you. Do you cast that devil by the worshiping devil? You want to cast that devil as a Christian and holy man that you are. You begin to say, oh, every spirit of epilepsy, please walk out gently. Walk out gently. Go ahead gently. Is that how you cast that devil? Or don't you know the enemies of Biafra are demon? You cast them, you bind them. Is it not bind, you bind devil? Do you release devil for devil to go? Akiem who do is asubono. No, they say Biafra Biako. Or the cononoma. And now this is where it gets worse. Because if I cause you in Abo, no man of God can deliver you. Or Setiana. Nonsense. Must Fulani always kill us to humble us? Must Nigeria always harass us to intimidate us? Must Nigeria always intimidate us, harassing us, emasculating us? Must Nigeria always do that to prove that we are conquered people? Yes, a caller on the WhatsApp. I hope you are still there.
Yes, Onyibe, good morning. Onyibe, this morning is very hot on the clean of Fulani to our people. Day by day, it is getting worse. And I am feeling and thinking that our politicians, our governors, they are using this killing. They are not doing anything, and if they are doing, they are not doing something enough. It is a high time we have to comb the essence. If they can accept, we comb them. It is a high time we have to make a law over this issue, because if you are waiting the governor or the senator to speak on our behalf, it may be so hard.
On Christmas Day, all of us are here in Biafra land. We are very hungry. We didn't eat anything. But one of our governors went to feed American children. His wife was in America feeding American children. And we are here with the midst of the multitudes of oil. Another God-given blessing. We are here in Biafra land, hungry. And somebody wants me to come out and be praising them. Thunder will fire all your generation. You don't have sense. Don't you know a hungry man is an angry lion? Are you an idiot? You cannot reason. Oh, will you be an so? Imelu mala, will you be an so? Agama rapoya, you are idiot. Eh? Roja sokorocha kaigeso. Ibuanum pama, roja sokorocha kaigeso. Agama rapoya. You think you are this hopeless? Who even born you? Trouble go they sleep in Yanga go wake up. I just they talk my own. Somebody they can't teach me moral here. Do you know what is moral? That we are here in our own father's land with all the resources from our land feeding half of the world, and we can't even eat food on Christmas Day. You know, so I no chop on Christmas Day. And then one of my governors is in America, his wife is in America feeding American children. Or those of you in America, did you not see him? When you send me a recharge card now, one idiot will call you, why did you buy me a laptop? Another idiot will send you, why did you give Onyibe 2,000? Another one, a madman will say, why are you dashing? They are dashing him money. Thunder will fire all of you. But this is my governor. He's killing us, the youth, and he's going to feed America. We are here hungry. Now everything we go tell on, and I know get sense. You better log out of that Facebook, because you will not like the end of this program. Ndiara, you think we are here to patronize any idiot? Are you still there, my brother? Hit the nail on the head.
Yes, Onyibe, you are saying this as it is, and my conclusion is it is a high time we have to know how to do this, because not only when Fulani kill you can bury. It is high time anyone Fulani kill you have to make it with the state government. Then they will take it serious.
But that is what the state government wants. They want to control our population. Willie Obiano have told you they kill any Anambra person, they will give you 5,000, or is it 500,000? Now, if he's giving you 500,000, how much is kidney? Go and ask India, go and ask China and Japan. I don't know if America buy kidney, but I think one kidney is more than 1 million naira. So if they kill me now and they take my kidney and my liver and my lungs, and they give my family 500,000, where is the money for kidney and lungs? Or are you people not calculating it like that? But the point is that we cannot do anything today until all the Biafran feel the pain. Some think it's a propaganda until they come to their village. If they tell you that Fulani can be chasing Okowa, the governor of Delta State, up and down, with Nigeria army intimidating them, would you have believed? They don't worry. They will be the time will come now, we will not be talking. They will be the one doing the talking. But there are things that bombast at night, and IPOB respond to them. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mazi. One thing I want to say, fire drop, is I want to advise our people all over Biafra land. Please, if you are using candle, on candle in your house, or using candle to pray, be careful. Candle have caused a lot of damage in our land. And if you are using generator, candle, no. If you are hearing this morning, advise your neighbor on the meeting. Candle have come and gone. Stop using candle. It has caused a lot of problems.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. But we must continue. Caller on the line. If you have not been there, you will not understand. But when you put yourself in our shoe, you will know that the high regard we have for our leader will not make us do anything. Good morning. You have 2 minutes, my brother. Go ahead.
Yes. Happy New Year. This is Magic from
Thank you, my brother.
I just relaxed, sir. I want to thank our leader, Mazin Nambekana, that he has put Nigeria a very big shell which they cannot be able to come out from it. Master Judge Onyibe, please, I want to announce our meeting that is coming up next tomorrow in Igbo Charu Mukurisi Pipeline Zone 3. We are having our general meeting in Pipeline Zone 3, which everybody knows the venue. Master Judge Onyibe, I want to thank you for your hard working. I want to thank your wife and your children. I want to thank all the hard working people that are making sure our volunteers that are making proud to us, especially in our grandparents' burial. That's why that I was not there because of some circumstances. But I came and saw everything that happened in that place. I want to thank them, and the burial went successfully. Nigeria is a zoo, which our director told them that they are a zoo. Our director, Mazen Nandekan, is the only man who can control the whole world. He told Nigeria not to shoot any one bullet, and Nigeria did not shoot any one bullet. To tell the whole world that our director, Mazen Nandekan, is the only man that can control the whole world. Holy, 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 Nandekan is another Savior, another Savior. Holy, 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 Nandekan. Another Savior. Thank you very much.
People should understand this pain. All of you will feel this pain. It's a gradual process. The whole world is banning Nigerians from traveling now. It's affecting big men now because you cannot go and hide money again. It will get to all of you. So when you are yapping, you know there is a parable. You carry the dead body of another person. It looks like it's a firewood. They will soon carry your own dead body. Fulani, please come and bomb. We want to bomb. Come and bomb. When you finish bombing, let's see what you will do with us. We are not going anywhere. We will defend the land of Biafra to the end. But you need to hearken to our voice and divide Nigeria and stop teaching us moral. We're not here to be taught moral anyway. Call on WhatsApp. Hit the nail on the head. 2 minutes.
Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning from here.
Thank you. Good morning, Biafrans. Mazi, I just want to comment quickly on this particular Alabutu. This is Daniel, is it Dan? Who is calling and disturbing my line? Sorry, call came into my line. Sorry. These are yes. sorry, sir. These are Alabutu Daniel. He must just keep quiet wherever he is.
Understand. He didn't write it in a wrong way. You understand? I think he was a bit polite in the way he wrote it, and I welcome it. But you know, they don't use sugar to cure madness. That thing he released is worse than coronavirus. And I know I am responsible for everything I do here. And I wish one day I will have the privilege to stand before the world and give account of my action. And when I see those people, I could have ignored them. I respond to them for record purposes. Because tomorrow, they will say, why did you say something like this? I say, because this man says something like this. If I keep quiet, other people have been saying this before. But these people are idiots. What do you do to idiots? What do you do to idiots? Is it not? I ask a simple question. I have never heard anybody come here to insult Abaribe.
Exactly. Yes.
Our leader is not feeding any of us, but I've not seen anybody who will not call him holy. Up to the extent that the name we can't even call man, we call him. If not for some reason, some people will be calling Nandekanu Chineke. But is he feeding us? Manoburo Chineke wadi mama. Before they say we are calling him Chineke.
It doesn't matter.
What I'm saying, but after all, we answer Chuku if we call him Chuku self. My neighbor, my neighbors, their father name is Chuku. So even if we call him Chineke self, one Chuku is entitled to Chuku anyway. But what I'm saying is that these people, they did the right thing, and as such, we do not have the moral standing to even attack them. But Nnayawodo, as learned as he is, as polished as he is, as exposed as he is still an idiot to us. Why? Because the basic principle that governs human, that manage or control leaders, he lacked them. You like them. You can't come out and talk like Pastor Sibanjo of Redeemed Christian Church. But behind you go to Mecca to pray. You are an idiot. A compound fool. We make them understand you are a compound fool so they know who we are talking to. There are people when you are talking to them, you say, Your Excellency. Not in Africa. I hardly see an excellency in Africa. Go ahead, my brother. Just leave him. He understands. He got the message right. If he has written it in a very wrong way, I would have sent Ebola to him this morning. But he is a very polite man, I must tell you.
Yeah. No, the reason why I say that, because some of them, one after the other, each and every program, somebody must come to interrupt our presenter, which is wrong. If you're not, if
but
not,
they are paid to do that
person,
now. They are paid to do that now. Whenever the sons of God gather, Satan always come there. But it's your duty to put them where they belong. You know, see, as I don't care them now, no idiot will come and talk nonsense there again. But if I did, gentlemen, now, they think they are right. There are ways in it right onto a man, but the end is hereof. Without his action before now, all of us would have been murdered and buried in a night and nobody will know about it. Today, Fulani are afraid to enter our land. It is because of this man's action.
Yes. If not because of this insult, people like us will not come out. It's because of this insult I heard when he was screaming, abusing. I paid attention. Who is this person talking? Like so bold in the zoo, talking like this. I have to really put attention. Look at what is going on in Vanguard, Maz, if you have come across it. A woman give a birth. The Daniel of a person and the rest of them must listen. A woman give a birth on the roadside after he have chased her away from the hospital. And it's this kind of people that you must be polite and praise them because they are doing good. If it was his or her mother that was given a birth on the roadside, the woman kicked short. Imagine this. If you look at the picture, the woman is here with the baby when he delivered a life and direct. So in this case now, how do you treat this kind of situation? When you come there, you say, oh, even the Vanguard, they say, praise, thank God that the baby came out and the mother was heavy. Without putting the condition, it was chased away from hospital. And on her way, the woman delivered the baby on the road. That is the kind of country you came out on the air and say that, no, you shouldn't, must we insult them? How do you treat this kind of people when you come across them? Good morning, Maz.
Thank you very much. But I become an idiot when I see a lion and I say, oh, look at this dog, look at this dog. Everybody will say, we don't know, say this boy don't decrease. So I am looking at a lion and I'm trying to be polite. And so look at this big dog. Everybody will run for me. Hey, the guy don't decrease. We be no. And so when I see idiot politicians in Nigeria, idiot Nigerians, or any other idiot from Britain, and I know they are idiots, and I begin to call them gentlemen, people will run. They say, oh, this guy don't know, oh, this guy has gone mad. They will think I'm the one that is mad. Don't you people understand? You see Boko Haram, we take AK-47. You now begin to say, oh, man of God, come and pray for me, man of God. You are an idiot. They will even reject you in hellfire. Because Boko Haram, Fulani Herdsmen, Miati Allah, they are certainly not man of God, and it will be insane for you to call them men of God. Don't you get it? Call on WhatsApp. 2 minutes. Call on WhatsApp.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, this is Mazimbam. I'm calling you from Newe right now, and I want to thank you for your efforts. But Mazio, these people that are insulting and talking this rubbish, I want to just, if I can know the location of the guy, I will tell him what is happening.
Don't worry, our message is clear. They want us to be talking to them as gentlemen, but they will never be gentlemen until they divide Nigeria. Anybody say Nigeria is an idiot. Gentlemen are the one who fight for disintegration of Nigeria. Anybody telling you our dear nation, our one Nigeria, they are all idiots. They are idiot and hopeless animal. But anybody fighting for Duduwa nation, anybody fighting for restoration of Arewa nation or Biafra nation, they are good people. Do you know they used to think Biafrans, when you talk about Biafra before, they say, don't give us war, don't bring war. They blackmailed Biafra until Mazen and Kanu came. We will pay them back in the same coin they pay us. Only idiots are proud of Nigeria. Only idiots who claim to be moral and they are not moral. Look at the whole world cannot get involved in our matter because of our level of idiocy and hopelessness and stupidity, which cannot be quantumized or set. Yana. Go ahead, please.
See, here, because I travel almost, let me say, almost Biafra land. I will spend about 11 days to know, to see what the Fulani are doing. The Fulani, the population of Fulanis. In fact, if I can have a chance in the evening talk to just to take the word, I have the record. Because let me say, only in Olo is 95 to 97% of population of Fulani. Only in Owerri, I see about
and
Fulani,
all those people are not Nigeria. Oh. These people are not Nigeria. Oh.
They're not Nigeria.
And it's not a concern to all these moral men, oh, all these gentlemen. Oh. This one now, they will rape even your 2 years old baby. This one coming exactly. Now. And those of you living at the comfort or the border or the city built by the blood of other people, they will soon chase you out. Be delaying restoration of Biafra. It's visa, they will stop denying you people. Very soon now, you will begin to hear, Nigeria must go, Nigeria must go. After all, did Nigeria not pursue Ghana? Maybe that is when we will wake up and do the needful. Very soon now, today till tomorrow, we have a bag in Nigeria known as Ghana must go. Buhari chased Ghana people out of Nigeria. Ghana must go, Ghana must go. People talk about Ghana must go back. They don't know how it came about. Thank God Ghana had a specific bag to carry their load. The one they will do to all of you idiot Nigeria, you will not, it is pocket must go. Because your load is matches bus you will use to return it. You think we are joking? If supposing we will carry gun and face you people, it would have been better. When we are done with you, they will chase all of you out.
Exactly. Let me say in Okija, if you are from Okija, you have to be mercy for yourself and mercy for your generation.
The airport they are building in Anambra, go there. It's a Fulani community. The airport in Anambra is a Fulani community now. Idiot are not seeing it.
Okija now have a mosque now. Do you know that Fulani is marrying 4 wives in Okija? As I'm talking to you now, 4 wives, and these 4 wives are not from they are married. These 4 wives, Igbo girls, 2 from Ihiala, 2 from
Fulani. And Yoruba pastor telling you marry one wife. They are sharing your sister for them, and those girls will give birth to the children that will kill all those Okija people. But people can't not understand from history. If I come here now and say every Biafran start marrying 10 wives, they won't cut your prick again. They won't kill you again. They cannot touch our women to invade our privacy. But Yoruba pastor say, no, Jesus didn't even marry a wife. He don't have to marry. It is a monogamy and a polygamy. These people don't know what is coming, but we will cure you. One Fulani is in Okija, sleeping with 4 Igbo girls, and they will born idiot for him. And when I'm talking, those people will tell me how to talk. They are stand born in Ikechuku. Fulani is born in Ikechuku now. Fulani is born in Ndubisi now. But you will not understand.
I want to use this opportunity to tell this Ifre who call themselves Nigeria. You can go and tell your traditional ruler. This is the time for your traditional ruler to chase these people out because their population is too much. In Owerri, precisely Owerri, about 7 Fulanis are selling suya on one table. 7 Fulanis selling suya on one table. That is not a just their population is growing day by day.
It's not even about the population. They are circulating us. They are surrounding us up.
Yesterday, I go to Abagana, Abagana, they have park there. They have security that protecting them. I see about 50, 60 of them sleeping in daylight in the park. They are but our people come talking rubbish. Let me say in Newi, precisely in Newi now. If you are in Newi, just look around. I see these people. They are shining shoe. They are cutting nail. They are doing that. All of them. Their population are about, let me say, about 95 to 97% population. And you are there yapping that nothing. God will not allow it. God has done His own. You have to do your own. But man, I pity them. Let me announce these 2, 3 people before I round up. In Afiko or Hozara and the Okposi, basically for your life, your own is gone. Dave my house, sell off your own. You have to cry for your life. You have to cry for from Soka. God, just pray that God will help you.
May the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ be with all of them. Amen. Thank you very much, my brother.
Amen.
People must understand what is going on. We are not jobless as they talk. We saw danger. We see Nigerian as a threatening danger to our very existence. They've taken our resources. Our life is being threatened. There are calculative attempts meant to bastardize our blood lineage. All these things we cannot accept. Today now, the trending one now is that Yoruba pastor is even preaching to our sister to be cutting our prick when we have side chick. But there is hardly any Yoruba pastor that don't have 2 wives. Our fathers never marry 1 wife. If I tell you now, go and marry 10 wife every Biafra. The women will say, he can't take my husband. But go and look at them. One Fulani now will enter Okeja and marry 4 Okeja women. 4 Okeja women will sit now under one Fulani man. Then some idiots are cutting their husband prick, pouring hot water. Don't you know the wisest man in the world marry 700 wives and 300 girlfriends? You be idiot, you know, get sense. We will preach the Bible for you, don't worry. But for you, you are idiot. You want to frustrate us as a people, get ready. It's not going to end in your own terms. We can assure you that. It's not going to end in your own terms. But like I said on this close remark, we are not here to conquer anybody. We are not here to undermine anybody or insult anybody. We are not here to pretend we are what we are not. We are not here to make you feel discomfort in any way. But believe me, if you are an idiot, we will give you all we have for idiot. And if you are a good man, may the Lord be with you. I'll be signing off from here. This is the far we can go. Benedictions the walls in Sakula.
Another Savior. Holy, 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 another Savior. Another Savior. Holy, 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 holy,
special dedication to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafra War in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing into life. Let the great Biafra army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Many years after the genocide, oh, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafra to victory. Yeah. I make a lame as you do before. It's an honor having you on board. Holy, 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 Mazambekano is another Savior. Holy, 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 Mazambekano is another Savior. Holy, 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 Mazambekano is another Savior. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, 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 Mazambekano is another Savior. Go and look for IPOB and join now before it is too late. Look for IPOB family and join before it is too late. There is no more time. There is no more time. This is how men of God cried for dangerous time. Noah cried the same way. But there is always fly that will go to the grave with the corpse. This is how Jesus and John the Baptist shouted.
Lord cried in Sodom and Gomorrah. IPOB is the voice crying in the wilderness. We are asking you to save your life. We didn't ask you to save us, but the choice is yours. Do have a pleasant day. Do have a wonderful day ahead of you.